to my channel, Shay's Tarot. So today I'm going to do a video about 10 steps to start your spiritual journey. Now, I'm making this video because a lot of people always ask me, and I'm still on the journey myself. I feel like a spiritual journey is something that never stops. The journey never ends until you complete your course of life. So, and I will help do a video later on about people's life path numbers, and I also do life path readings and stuff. So, I'll do that more like another video. So, I know everyone, the hype is the spiritual journey. So I decided to make a quick, because I know some people are like, how do I start? So I decided to make a quick 10-step video about how to start your journey and where to start. So I hope you guys enjoy. So tip number 1, get prepared. And I mean mentally get prepared for this journey, because this journey is very big. Once you decide to recognize that you want to go on this path and that spiritually you want to be aligned with yourself, just know this is a big step. The work is never finished. We can always try to perfect and fix our flaws, but the journey is never finished, like I said, until, in my opinion, from what I believe, until, you meet your creator, you end and meet the universe at the end. So, while I say get mentally prepared, there's going to be so much you're going to be dealing with. It's not cookies and cream, as much people talk about it, and, that's the trend nowadays. Everyone talks about their spiritual journey, but not too many people talk about really how they started, or, to each his own, but I feel like the basis of how it starts kind of really turns the wheels for you, and then you'll find out more about yourself. So get mentally prepared. Yeah, that's tip number 1. Well, tip number 2, and I got my little notebook because just in case, I'm very forgetful. So tip number 2, be prepared to have an open mind, and I mean very open mind, like open. Because, a lot of people, including me, think that we have open minds. And we do. We're somewhat open. A lot of people are open to a lot of things that are subjected into our culture and our society and everything. But when I say be open, I mean be open. Because personally, coming from a tarot reader, and I know a lot of other people that practice divination and are on a spiritual journey, also realize when you're trying to accept yourself, you also have to accept everyone else too that's also a part on their journey, and it may not be a spiritual journey for them, just their life period. So just make sure you're very open-minded to what things might be, because it looks kind of funny if you're supposed to be on a spiritual journey, you're supposed to be open-minded, and especially if most of you might end up being a tarot reader yourself, or oracle reader, read runes and all that other stuff. So you got to make sure you're very open-minded, because if you're not, certain people, especially if you want to get into the spiritual, the occult business, you will meet a lot of different kind of people, and these people really come from different places, of course, different places in their lives, different stages, and I only think it's right for you to be on a spiritual journey that you accept everyone for who they are. And I mean, like, LGBTQI community, black, white, everything. You cannot, I just don't, personally, me, can't be racist, and you can't be rude and nasty to people, especially in a spiritual journey. The point of a spiritual journey is to better yourself, and bettering yourself, even like the universe, is all about love and all about lessons and construct. And there's a reason why there's karma that exists. So what else can I really say? So like I said, be ready to have a very open mind. And for the advanced ones that want to open their third eye, we'll make another video about that, when you get all there, but I'll make a video on that too. So yeah, definitely be ready to be very broad. No discrimination, unless someone does some crazy, drastic, very disgusting, whatever stuff. So yeah. So tip number 3, research what interests you. Obviously, I guess some of you end up watching this video, so obviously this interests you. When you're on your spiritual journey, some of you your faith could alter, or your faith could increase or decrease. Just either way, it could definitely possibly change in a good way, never in a bad way, in my opinion. I feel like spiritual journey is about finding yourself, and for personally coming from a person who loves God. I never really been religious anyway. I really don't believe in religion. I believe in God, but I don't really, care for church and all that other stuff. I like to do my church at home and use my psychic abilities and all that stuff to talk to my God. Everyone has their own God. Everyone has their own beliefs. You are still allowed to have that when you are on a spiritual journey. No one says, I know nowadays everyone is all about crystals and all the other good stuff, but that's not everyone. Everyone does not have to go on the crystal path. Not everyone has to read cards, and that'd be fine if you want to. I mean, you devil all in it. But not everyone has to be all holistic about it. Being on a spiritual journey means being more connected to your spiritual being, your spiritual self, to complete your self task that is given by the universe, your God, whoever you believe in, whatever spiritually feels right to you. That is you following that path to align yourself to be the best you that you can be for you. And then the good thing about it, when you go out there to other people, you be, sound better, more confident. Actually, people will start, people like me, I know, to see auras and stuff. You will start to feel real gentle about things in life. And, your vibrations will go higher and everything. So being on a spiritual journey, just start, your research wherever you would like. Even like with me, I started my research from what I believe in and dabbled down and realized, picked out what related to me and what didn't, or what I really kind of pushed my faith towards, or what I didn't. So I, on my spiritual journey, came to terms a lot from due to research, just getting the cold hard facts for what they are and what you want to do and what feels right really is the best starter. So if you're interested in finding out about your ancestors to help you, some of your journeys will involve you finding out more about ancestors, getting close to your orishas, or some of you are getting close to just being your spiritual self, opening your third eye. There's a lot. Just whatever you think about, research it, because that's what's going to just lead you into wherever you flow like a river. So, it was definitely. Tip number 4. Ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You can even ask me questions. I'm on Instagram all day. Ask all the questions you need, and you don't have to believe people. Not saying people are lying, but just ask questions to see from their point of view. What does a spiritual journey might mean to them? How has this changed them over time? What are some positive things about the spiritual journey? What are the bad things? Or I wouldn't even say bad. Like I said, there's no bad in the spiritual journey. The thing that will seem bad to you is facing yourself, but we'll talk about that later on. But just really get into researching deeply. And most of the time, to be honest, most of my research started because of YouTube. From YouTube to then Google, or switching back and forth. And I still research to this day. So research as much as you can to really get to know what are you looking for. Because obviously you're looking for something. You're looking for peace. You're looking for healing. You're looking for all this other stuff. So Google, YouTube most definitely, because there's a lot of people like me up here nowadays. Even go to Twitter. A lot of people love talking about the spiritual journey up there. But like I said, take what messages you need to take, and then do what you need to do and do what you will with it. It's all up to you. It's your journey. So, number 5. If I'm saying steps in this video, don't pay me no mind. Please don't. Prepared to do a lot of internal work, and I mean like shadow work for some people. It depends how extensive you want to go with this. To say internal work, that means facing yourself in the mirror and actually telling, call your flaws out. Really work on yourself, work on what could be possible flaws that you probably don't know about. And for some of you that are psychic, or even just talk to your guides and everything, that give you answers, they will give you answers about yourself. They will definitely tell you about yourself. And if they don't tell you about yourself because you're not that deep connected yet, ask other people. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, close people. Don't go out there asking people, about yourself and you get your feelings hurt. Go to someone that can really, truly talk to you and really know you well, better than anybody else. Ask them, hey, if there's any flaw, or, in another way, a synonym of a sentence. Is there any flaws about me that I might not notice? What are some things that I might not notice about myself? What things could I work on? There's nothing wrong with healthy criticism. Also part of the spiritual journey for a lot of us. it includes sometimes you have to hear from other people, because you look at yourself and you could be thinking you are just the most perfect person on earth, but sweetie, you are not. Nobody's perfect, because if you were, you wouldn't be here. Yeah, just check yourself. You're gonna be doing a lot of internal work. You're gonna be up at night crying, a couple times. You might have a couple episodes to yourself. You're gonna be breaking down like those memes. If some of you seen those memes where how you think it looks and then how it really looks, yeah, that's exactly how it is. That's why I say everyone talks it up, but we really gotta address the real nitty gritty. I've been up plenty of times at night and stuff, and using my mind, having an awakening, and you will have some awakenings. I feel like awakenings even include, they can be the smallest ones to the biggest ones. Even the smallest ones are realizing things that you could change about yourself. Not saying that you're that you're a bad person. Not saying that you're a bad person. You're an amazing, beautiful soul. But sometimes souls, sometimes the crystal ball might have a couple cracks in it. So, don't worry, don't stress yourself too much. Tip number 6, be careful. I always will say that, be careful. Yes, when you're researching, everything's fine, but be very level-minded about your mental state as well, and how much capacity you can take, because sometimes you can overload yourself a whole lot and overwhelm yourself, and then you really, that's part of the spiritual journey too, questioning things, really getting your world rocked, everything you knew could be a lie to you, or don't align with your morals. There's a lot of things I found that don't align with my morals or who I really truly am. That's why I decided to just walk in my faith in what I do to serve my God. So definitely be careful. Do not dabble in anything you do not know about fully yet. You will get yourself hurt. For the ones who wants to excel into the next realm of what all this good stuff, please do not dabble in anything until you are sure. And also, if you would like to dabble in that, yes, do your research. Still do your research. Go in depth. Even talk to a priest. Even talk to, and when I say priest, I don't always mean a pastor in a church and stuff too. We got highest priests and stuff. Well, what I do, I'm not a priest, so do not, but I do know some on YouTube and stuff. So do get certified to know, or come to people that are certified in things, to really find out what you can and what you are allowed to dabble in. And I also say be careful, because depending on race and ethnicities and culture, you can, we don't want to trespass. You don't want to do that. So because a lot of communities and stuff gatekeep and all that stuff, and yeah, so yeah, just be very careful. Don't, if you want to, even if part of your spiritual journey means connecting more with who has passed on as well, because when you grow stronger in your spiritual journey, most likely whoever passed on closest to you will connect with you, because your vibration will be higher over time. Don't think it's just going. For some of y'all, you already talking to some passed on family members. So, but that's all. Be very careful, tread lightly, and be respectful about it. Tip number 7: come to a realization, or you will be coming to a lot of realizations as well. The realization period in the spiritual journey can be, like I said, awakening, very shocking, and a lot of other things, or words I cannot think about myself right now. When I say come to a realization, you're going to see things. Being on a spiritual journey, you really see things for what they are. Like, not unbiased, straight up for what they are. Like, it's going to hurt your feelings, a couple times. So let's just be honest there. Your feelings will get hurt. But it's for the better. It's not like, nobody's bullying you. The universe might jump on you a couple times, but it's just for the better, because they're just looking out for you, and you're looking out for yourself, because you got to remember, in this journey, when you're having these realization periods, realize there's a reason why you took this journey, and that the point of this journey is realizations, and realizing that, you're awake now, or, if you're not, far ahead, you're awakening yourself. You're waking up, you're getting ready. Like I said, there's no turning back. Unless you just don't want to do it anymore, I guess. There is a turning back. But most time when people taking this spiritual journey, when you decide to take the spiritual journey, this is for yourself, and you really mean this. I feel like every person I've met and talked to so far, pretty much stay consistent with the spiritual journey, because the spiritual journey, well, literally, it's your life. So it's going to be part of your life. You're, even while you're out and about, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna notice things for unbiased for what it is, see it foolproof naked. So realizations will just hit back and forth. So be ready for that. We're gonna like mesh this up a little bit because I didn't realize like 2 of my tips are really kind of like I don't know. But what I will say as tip number 8, definitely be respectful of other people's spiritual journeys and religion. Still, practices, just everything. Like I said, you just really have to be accepting of a lot of stuff. You have to just be open-minded, and not to say it like that, but if you don't respect it, move along. That's point blank period. Spiritual journey or not, just move along, mind your business. People do things how they do things. People do things differently. Like part of my spiritual journey was, what I do now. I'm a tarot reader, dabble in crystals, a whole bunch of others. Be on a spiritual journey and you disrespect someone else's way of life and how they would like to align themselves with, their higher being or, with the universe. So, just point blank period, be respectful how you talk. If you misspeak and misspoke, correct yourself, apologize. Make sure you're very communicative with people in just a respectful way, because like I said, everyone's going through a lot. Everyone's spiritual journey is not the same. This is just 10 basics, like, start you off. When you hit those wheels, hit the ground, good luck. You're going to have some fun, and it's going to be a journey, and it's going to be sometimes it's not going to be so fun, but that's part of the spiritual journey. Tip number 9. I say these 2 big tips for last. Tip number 9. Be ready to stray away from family and friends. And I really wholeheartedly mean that. And when I say that, I don't mean that you guys are going to argue or whatever. And not saying that some of you won't be friends anymore. But being on a spiritual journey for myself, you start realizing you elevate a lot higher than other people. And that's not like no ego thing, it just happens that way. Everyone is on a different path, just like life. Everyone is on a different path. So when it comes to your spiritual journey, some people, like I said, haven't started it. Some people are on it. So you might be especially if you're starting today. Of course, I'm elevating to, higher than you because I've been doing this longer, but that doesn't mean you can't elevate and get there. But the mean why people start things at different times is just the timing and the numerology, everything. Hey, timing's for a reason. Dates are for a reason. People have timers in your life. That's why they say people are, there for the seasons or whatever. So I realized on my spiritual journey, I strayed away from a lot of people. I already naturally did, but some people that weren't really stable in my life, I started to really stray away spiritually from them. I realized my vibrations was higher than them. I realized that I didn't see the same thing, or I wasn't on the same mental state as them anymore. It seems that, I just was too far ahead. And being far ahead, you just can't stop, especially if you're that dedicated to yourself. And even family too. Some people just don't get it, and then it's not for them to get. It's your spiritual journey. It's your life. You're going to live it how you want to live it. And as long as you're living close to your faith or what your spiritual being is, that is the goal at the end. As long as you're trying to meet that goal, like I said, nobody else can tell you whatever. They can try to steer you wrong, but your intuition during your spiritual journey will up and rise, and your vibration will too. So you won't really, the same mushmouth stuff they talking, you're going to start hearing right through it. Trust me. And even it's crazy. It'll be the closest folks you be with, and you realize, like, we're not really friends. Oh, we don't think the same. I thought we were on the same page this whole time. Or, that I don't agree with some of this stuff. Some of this stuff affects my energy. It affects how I align myself, And it's not in a bad way to say these people are bringing negative energy. Some are. Like I said, some just haven't elevated as high as you. Or, like I said, your paths sometimes are just, your paths genuinely don't match up no more. Sometimes it is time to split away. And that spiritual journey will help rock and shift people away and towards you. The right folks, trust me. So, definitely be ready for that. It might hurt. It might be bittersweet, all this and that. And some might take it harsh, but it'll be so in a natural way for you. Because, like I said, hopefully you're not arguing. I don't really have time to do that. some will try to argue with you. Some will try to throw shade at you and feel like you're being fake and all this and that. But really, when you're doing so much internal work on yourself, sometimes you do shut out the world. Not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but sometimes it is good to shut out the world to get yourself together. So, be mentally prepared, emotionally and mentally prepared to drift away from people you were close to for a very long time, or, you know, family, friends. Like I said, just be mentally prepared. The ones that's, you know, elevating, they'll rock with you. I'm pretty sure the right ones will rock with you. And you'll be surprised during your spiritual journey when your vibration attracts people that you used to hang with or used to talk to. But then you realize you'll start meeting folks that you already met before and new folks. And you will see people elevating higher than you. But the good thing about it, they know you're working on it and all this and that too. But like I said, not everybody's meant to just, you know, be here now. So, you know. Tip number 10. Peace is key. Meditation is key. Why I say meditation is key is because you need some type of peace. I know most people are like, I cannot meditate. My brain does way too much and, you know, talks too much. Trust me, I understand. My brain never shuts up. All day, my brain is playing music. Right now, it's not because I'm very focused on what I'm talking about. But my brain plays music all day, and I always have second thoughts all day. My brain never gets quiet. But you know what app helped me out? Insight Timer. And this is not no like ad, of course, because I don't make enough or don't get enough views to advertise. But let me tell you, what I'll say is Insight Timer has different types of meditation, different teachers, there's so much of a variety. I'm telling you, and if you want to even get even more, you can pay extra, but the app is free. So, meditation is definitely key. If you think your brain will never be quiet, trust me, it will. There are certain teachers that will talk to you on that Insight Timer app and will literally guide you through this. Like, I had one teacher that talked to my ear, and you know, I put my headphones in and sit down, and I just, you know, zone out. Every time I slipped away, my brain slipped away, she would slip back in and be like, come back, you know. So like, there are a lot of different ways and stuff that you can calm your brain down. Trust me, it can work. It can definitely work. Also, like, what now, I got a singing bowl now, and that definitely helps, most definitely, when I don't have time to put on my Insight Timer. Also, and for people that's like me that cannot sleep, Insight Timer can definitely help put you to sleep. Like, definitely sound meditation. And that's what I'm saying. Meditation is not always chat. No, sometimes it's sounds. Sometimes it's music. It's a lot. Like, you know, for some of you that listen to Janae Aiko and all that, you know, her trigger mantra definitely helps. Definitely helps calm you down. Panic attacks, all that stuff. So, meditation is key if you want peace. You have to have a peaceful mind in order to continue your journey. If you don't have a peaceful mind, there's no peace. And the peace is supposed to be within you and come out of you in your spiritual journey. Meditation does not come easy. Let me start there as well. Everyone thinks it's so easy and it's not. I know, because I'm paranoid as well. I do not meditate in public. I hate it. I'm very paranoid. I don't work on spaces, areas, times, schedule. You don't even got to schedule in. Just honestly, when you really have that free time, the kids are in the bed for good. Like, I mean, deep sleep, or, you know, everyone's left the house or everyone's asleep. You know, just boom, let me just get quick meditation in. Let me practice. Because I'm telling you, over time, it won't take too long for you to be able to meditate very easily. So, then, like I said, peace is key. Meditation is key. Well, all right. That was my 10 tip. Hope this helped you guys out. Hope you enjoy. I'll be uploading more videos soon. Like, comment, subscribe, share, please. I need it. So, and don't forget to check out my site. Booking is open. Email is open. Text for appointments as well if you would like to. Thank you guys, and I hope you come back to my channel.